Hello, listeners. Welcome to Masters Decoded Season 2 Special Series. With the Season 1 tradition on special series, the special series is going to be different. I have the privilege of hosting Namya Joshi, who is in her 8th grade and also an awardee of Rashtriya Bal Shakti Puraskar recipient in 2021. Apart from many skills, she is the student of Minecraft mentor at St. Paul Mittal School. She has trained thousands of teachers and students worldwide on Minecraft applications in STEM education. With many awards under her belt, she's definitely a force to watch out for in the coming years. Without much further ado, let me get on with it. Hi Namya, welcome to Masters Decoded podcast series on the special series episode of Little Masters. Glad to have you.
Thank you, me too. Glad to be here and speak to you.
Namya, you recently won an award by our Honorable Prime Minister, one of the highest civilian award. Uh, you know, as a grown-up, I'm pretty proud of you to receive that award. So, can you share what the award was all about, and how do you feel about receiving the highest civilian award as well?
Thank you so much for your warm wishes, first of all. And I'm very blessed and honored that on 25th January 2021, I was honored the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar by our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi. And for me, it was like a day full of joys of spring. I came to know about it like 4 days ago, before like we had the virtual meet with all the participants, um, with the Prime Minister. And moreover, like it's supposed to be confidential and couldn't disclose it. And I was just like couldn't believe what's happening with me. And then the virtual meet was on 25th January, so we came to the district collector's office of each of the cities, like the winners from there. And we got a chance to see the Prime Minister speaking to us, interacting with us virtually. And I like got this award in the innovation category for creating educational lessons in an educational game called Minecraft to make learning more fun and engaging in the classrooms, and also training myself, 1,000+ teachers and students across the globe on the power of Minecraft, Make Code, and other ICT tools.
It's just amazing. I still don't know what Minecraft is. I still don't play Minecraft. I'm sure my 12-year-old son will know everything about it. But uh, what got you started to Minecraft? Like, how did that journey begin?
So, like, this is very interesting. Like, I started with just mere game playing, and I had heard that it is used for gaming, but I soon realized that it can be used for education as well. So one day I was just sitting, and my mother told me that you have a Skype session. So with the teachers, and you should conduct a beginner sessions for Minecraft for them. I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna play and all, and I was really perplexed. And like my mother is like, this is the only, and she has the habit to tell me things sometimes as surprise gifts. So I said, okay. She said you can conduct it, and then I conducted the session, and it really motivated me. And yes, I am a good instructor, so that helped me to help the teachers understand it easily and get the concepts. So that's when I understood that, yeah, if I can teach the teachers like this and they are grabbing it easily, why not using that in the classroom as well, wherein the concepts which you just read through the book aren't understandable by us easily. But when we view it, the visual aspect helps us to understand and grab it easily, because we all love to play games at the end day. So the games can help you to understand the concept nicely. It fits in your mind, and you can actually visualize it better than just bare reading and rote learning. So after creating few lessons, I worked in collaboration with Finland for a Christmas project and was acknowledged in creating a jingle in Minecraft.
Yep.
And I believe that if you master a challenge, you get an opportunity to do more things. And then I started teaching teachers all over the world using game-based learning in the classroom and creating course material in Minecraft. I really enjoyed visualizing all this, and it did not stop here because I got a chance to meet my fellow students in Finland as I was invited to be a keynote speaker at the KEOS2019 event.
Mm.
And then I got a chance to conduct a workshop for Finnish professors, educators, and experts of the university. It was really an amazing experience for me, and in this lockdown as well, I did not stop learning wherever I learned and explored. I kept on sharing that with my teachers and friends so that they can also share that with the others.
And because Minecraft is by Microsoft, you got an opportunity to even engage with Satya Nadella, and he also had an award for you. Am I right? You actually have that picture on your profile page of your LinkedIn.
Yes, it's on my website as well.
Yeah. So what was that experience all about? Satya is definitely a highly regarded entrepreneur and definitely one of the most successful executive in today's age. How's your collaboration with Microsoft going on? Before we move ahead, why not hear a little bit snippet from the conference where Mr. Satya Nadella talks about Namya Joshi.
And when I was thinking about this, one of the stories that I came across, which is very inspiring, is of Namya Joshi. She's a 13-year-old in Punjab who created course material using Minecraft. And she's now trained herself 100+ teachers around using Minecraft. And it's so great to see that through gaming, you can in fact have an entire sort of set of people get attracted to STEM education.
It's been great. Like, I was invited as a speaker at the Young Innovators Summit in probably February 2020. And I was thrilled to know when I came to know that Mr. Sat Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, had mentioned me of like a day ago before the meet during his Bengaluru Summit before he actually came to Delhi. And also my video was showcased there. So I was like excited but nervous at the same time that yesterday I'm going to see the CEO of Microsoft for the first time. And I was like on cloud nine when I met him and shook hands with him. And he appreciated me on whatever I was doing to empower others. So like we were three of us. And when we went inside, like before he actually went on the stage, we were given an opportunity to meet him and also the President Microsoft India, Mr. Maheshwari, and some other directors were there. So like I got a chance to interact with him, and he asked me like the first question, how did you start Minecraft? And I was like, okay, I just used to play it for fun, but then that workshop helped me to understand that this can be taken to a higher level. But yes, this can be used for engaging and creating game-based lessons for teachers and students to have a proper engagement in the classroom. And it was I was very blessed at that time as well, because I truly resonate with his thoughts that you should be passionate to learn and at the same time be empathetic towards others. So it was a great feeling for me.
And talking about learning, when I looked up your LinkedIn profile, you have completed certifications on video editing, app designing, Django frameworks, Adobe. You also know Python and advanced Python.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And you are currently in 8th grade, if I'm not mistaken. So how do you balance your education with a lot of these external training?
So I do attend all my online classes and complete the work assigned. And I've learned over a period of time that your skills that you learn are going to get along with you forever in your life. So I have set a schedule for me that is getting up early in the morning because that's the time you can actually, your brain works faster than any other time. So I do like yoga in the morning because that's important. The person has to stay fit, do some work. And I also conduct online classes free of cost for students alike among the teachers in India and also abroad on various applications like Minecraft, Liquid, Python, Adobe tools, and graphic designing. Also creating YouTube tutorials for my channel. Probably I've created 173 educational YouTube tutorials for now and uploaded them for teachers and students on my YouTube channel, that is Technocrat and Tech. I also love to do art and I'm a holic book reader. So I love to spend quality time with my family and you can say I love to sit with them and have meals together because that helps time. You can actually sit with them and they can tell you about what they did for the entire day and that can help you to relax. So I would say like this period actually turned out to be a blessing in disguise with me because earlier, if to be honest, I was not able to involve into such activities which I was longing to do. So this actually helped me to enhance a lot of my skills that earlier, like I used to take help from my mother, say, okay, can you help me a little bit in this? But now say the way down. She comes, hey, I need your help. Come here, I need your help and help me out in this. So I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing.
And talking about yoga, you are a state level yoga player. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
Okay. And you also skate, you swim, you play badminton and basketball.
Yeah, I love playing sports.
Yeah. So now you're meaning, we as grown up always find it difficult to take time out. And you're not doing one thing. You just said you're doing tutorials, you're teaching free to people, you're doing coding, you're uploading content on your own YouTube. You also have your own podcast.
Yeah.
How do you I spoke about education balance, but time balance is also significant as part of it. So how do you balance time? Do you do anything fun or do you think this is all fun?
Actually, it's for like managing time. Though I do because whenever I get up in the morning, I have my checklist on the side. I just have to write everything that I'm supposed to do for the day and just check them off and they're done by doing my regular activities. And it's not like a burden for me that, okay, I have to do this because for the sake of doing it. It's because I love doing the thing that I'm doing. I know like not sitting 24/7 on the laptop staring on the screen. Also doing other activities like reading and all because that helps me to relax. And at the end of the day, I'm satisfied that yes, I did not while away my time. So I was busy, but productively. So it's good to be busy, but in a productive manner.
You will give run for some people's money and roles in corporate jobs today. I can tell you that much.
Thank you.
So now changing gears a little bit, and let's talk a little bit about you as an individual and a little bit about your family. To be where you are, I'm sure there is an ecosystem which is supporting you, motivating you, and enabling you. How is that support ecosystem working around you? What do they feel about what you are doing today?
So my support from my family is like our friend is a pivotal to follow my passion. So for me, it's like my family and in different ways. My mother, I have learned never give up attitude from her and stay grounded. My father says to keep on innovating, even on my own creation. He gives priority to my projects, and my grandfather who listens to all my endless talks and teaches me math. My grandmother, she cooks delicious food for me whenever I'm tired, and like for me, especially when I achieve something. And also my principal who inspires and motivates me to cross my thresholds. And I'm a proud Satin, and my school, Sat Paul Mittal, has proved me a lot. So these are factors motivate me a lot and create a positive environment around me so that I keep moving. Because to have success, you also need to have good people around you.
Agreed.
You need to meet good people. Because unless you have like negative people, negative environment, you will also start going in the same way. Unless like you are three and two of them are negative, you're also going to go with them. But if they're positive, you try to go with them and become positive. So that's what is with me.
talking about the line of conversation we are having today about podcast, you also do your own podcast. How did the
Yes.
idea of podcasting came about, and what is your podcast all about today?
So I learned about the podcasting during this COVID time only,
Mm-hmm.
when I was just learning, and I released my first episode. I have this nature that the thing that interests me, I do not delay it. So it's just planning, design it, and execution. So my podcast name is Each One Teach 10, an amazing world of STEM.
Mm-hmm.
So which is an inspiring venture where we discuss that STEM is a part of every day for every kid. I believe it doesn't matter that what subject or grade level is being taught. STEM can be incorporated into all classrooms in every home. And my wonderful guest also strongly believe that STEM can enable all the educators um, so that they can give the students opportunity to learn
Mm-hmm.
and take charge of their learning. So I've done 10 episodes on my podcast till now, and I'll be posting more soon. So you can hear it on anchor.fm/Namya, on my YouTube channel, Technocrat Entry, and also on different platforms. Probably, I think you can hear it on Apple, you can hear it on
Spotify.
Radio FM, Spotify, also Google Podcasts and many other platforms. When you go to Anchor FM, you can find all the platforms there, and you can listen to it. So, like the meaning behind my podcast, if you heard about each one teach 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a motto that I believe in, wherein each one person can teach 10,
Mm-hmm.
another 10 people, and those 10 can teach those another 10 that can share their knowledge with the rest people. And it becomes multiplied by 10. So it's like each one teach 10. Then those 10 teach next 10. So this is the biggest weapon for changing knowledge. And I truly believe in sharing knowledge with others that I continuously do with other teachers and students. And with each one teach 10, I believe that we can make this change more beautiful and impactful, that it will create ripples to achieve the UN SDG goals 2030.
Wow. And through this platform, each one teach 10, how many people have you been able to make an impact on?
More than 1,000, because like I told you, I have 10,000 plus teachers and students.
Wow.
So you can believe that if those 1,000 also train next 10 or probably even one, that actually means about, I don't know, it can be more than that. But it doesn't matter the number. At least even if one person can be benefited, you have a satisfaction that yes, at least I could share my knowledge with one person, and that person can benefit the rest people. It just takes an idea to change the entire world. So if one person can change the entire world, that's what matters.
Great. And who's your idol in all of this when you are thinking about doing something new, different, better? Who's your ideal whom you are looking up to?
Like I told you, like my parents and my grandparents, especially, I would say that it will be my mother because she's always been there for me and always motivates me in all I'm doing. And whenever I'm kind of like feeling down, okay, I'm not feeling to do this, she say, okay, give it a try. There's no matter in giving a try. If you don't feel like doing it, then leave it. Then I do it, and after 15, 20 minutes, I'm like into it. I'm staring at the screen, and she comes, you were able to do it? I said, yeah. So like that helps me and gives me a motivation on her side. And it feels really good having positivity at all the sides. And also, it's like not mostly about positivity. It's the way you think. If you're thinking that person is giving me positivity, you grab it. But even if he's giving like a positive suggestion to you and you take it negatively, then that's where you go wrong. So you should kind of find good in everything.
That's beautiful. And talking about your friends, I'm sure in school and people around you, your friends around you, they know you now because of the attention you've got, the kind of platforms you've got. How have you kept yourself grounded and ensure that people around you do not take you to a different level, because sometimes friends also may feel, oh, she's doing this, now she may not talk to me or connect with me. So how do you balance that? How do you keep yourself grounded and also around you, that they don't get an impression that Namya is now a different person?
So I've always believed that no matter how good you are or how many achievements you've got, unless you're humble and a good person to others, they will always appreciate you. And I don't know, like I got an achievement, so I go and post it on WhatsApp. Hey, I got an achievement. I never do like that. I've always been like, whenever my friends call me, I don't know, like, oh, are you speaking to me? I'm this person. No, I never do that. It's just like I'm a human being. It's just I did something good for the society. It doesn't separate me from the others. I'm also a human being, so I keep myself humble and grounded. I never try to show off the way I am, because my mother always told me and keeps insisting that people will always go to the kind of human beings who are humble. And I might have heard about this kind of, it's a quote that I won't pluck a fruit that's high up the tree. I would always approach the one that's lower. So it's the same with humans. Yep. Unless you're grounded, humble, and keep on doing whatever you're doing, people will always come to you. And I've never done that, like being, hey, I'm this person, you can't speak to me. I always try to remain grounded and humble. And whenever I even get an achievement, I don't say anything. I just say, I just want to get a chocolate. Just give me a chocolate, that's it. Yep. So I'm happy.
That's great. And I would recommend and encourage that you keep at it, because what you're doing is really good. Something which has caught my attention, and this is part of the profile which you have on your LinkedIn, your awards, they are a huge list. And one of the notable one is the UNESCO award as well. And you getting a wall of fame at the Gurukul Drona Institute. These are some of the most touted associations or universities, and they have recognized your work, they have recognized your hard work. What's next for you, Namya? I know you're still young. You have to worry about your 10th grade now, which will be coming in 2 years. But have you thought about, okay, what's in the future with the platform you have?
You mean like what I want to do in the future?
Yeah.
So I probably am thinking to create a startup.
Okay.
Wherein, so it's basically, you see, you have education systems of a world, but you don't even have a broad platform wherein you have all the education systems on a single platform. So I would like to do something like that, wherein we can use esports, game-based learning in all those concepts. Because I have seen in my school, when I started, it was a very amazing idea for students to understand easily. So I intend to do that so that it's not only a single country, but everywhere around the world can be benefited from that. So that's what I intend to do with esports and game-based learning in education, because you might have that in just gaming, but I want to take that into education so that it goes into all concepts, like not even learning, it goes into different extracurricular activities. Like there are people behind shooting, you have camera works, and there's everything to learn from each skill. If you're just a single editor, video editor, but you also have a skill to learn from that. So everything is not about just studying, it's also about learning skills. Yep. So that's what I intend to do.
And I wish you best of luck on starting your own company. That's a great process, and you should probably trademark that idea. I would recommend, because if somebody listens to this podcast or might have listened to you through other mediums, it's best that you probably trademark it and get it going sooner than later. But
thank you.
Nevertheless, today technology is at the heart of everything you're doing, whether it's your podcast, whether it's teaching people, you teaching yourself, or spreading your word around on Teach 1, Teach 10, or Each One, Teach 10. How do you think technology is helping you to be where you are or making an impact?
So, I must say this first. My parents are from the field of IT, and if I go by people's perception, It's like kind of obvious that I will pursue the same field as it is genetic. But my purpose has always been very clear that why do we see very less girls in this field? We always see like boys dominating the field of computer science and field of IT. So I have also started my own club for that. It's been like a year or so. That's Girls in STEM, wherein I conduct free of cost lessons for girls so that they can come forward and take into technology because that's going to help them a lot. Because if you see people around me, some of them, they just say we have to study. Because studies aren't going to be everything when you grow up. You have to have skills, you have to go. And it's not like you have to know technology. Even if you're knowing a little bit skills, you can start learning things in technology, which can help you. And in this way, like technology is all pervading and empowering people. Because if I have to meet a person in Finland and train that person, I can't just go to Finland every time. So that's where technology has helped, that we can connect each other virtually, maybe using game servers, using Allspace, using Teams and other online platforms, so that we can connect with them even like during this time. But like even with this virtue that I felt that I'm empowered to, I've come from a small town. I've always been blessed that the school where I'm studying, we've always been provided an extra edge for global connectedness. Also, being tech savvy doesn't mean just to operate social media. If we use tech for good, and above all, if we use it for creating awareness for global goals, so you can actually help a lot yourself and also others in it. So that's the reason I got into technology, and that's why I believe technology matters a lot.
I have two nieces at my place, and I can assure you that both of them are tech savvy. Then the two boys I have, my own two sons, the elder niece actually teaches my sons on technology, and she's more aware of technology than anybody else. So, uh, you know, like you rightly said, girls in STEM is now changing, definitely. And individuals like you are spreading that message. So keep doing a good job on that so that more and more girls get motivated and participate in the STEM because we really need it, actually. Uh, there's enough of us out there. So we really need girls to come in and, there is a lot of unique perspectives which come in. Diversity also brings in a lot of different set of thought process within STEM. So I completely agree to you that that's a key thing which India and globally we have to work on.
Yes.
You've been awarded many awards. You've been felicitated across many streams, and it's not just awards. Don't get me wrong, but there have been moments which I'm sure are very near and dear, like you spoke about meeting our honorable Prime Minister, or even meeting Satya Nadella or Anand Maheshwari, who heads India, and many other individuals. And I'm sure you've met many other celebrities as well on the way. But is there that one moment which has been etched in your heart? It can be an award, it can be something else, which has motivated you and keeps motivating you today also to what you're doing.
If I talk about like an award, so I think I always feel like whenever I get any award, I always feel very blessed that I got this award. It's very good for me and my future. But if you say one, it's like it's not like an award you can say, but you can also say in this way that it's my belief that each one teach them. So I take that as an award for myself because I believe that that's my motto. I could actually take that as an award for myself, wherein I can actually train people, and those people are training rest of the people, which is helping to share knowledge with everyone. Because I have like since the beginning never been a person who kept something to myself. Whenever I learn something, I call my friend, hey, you want to learn this? Come here, sit with me. So I think each one teach them has been a very big award for me since I started using this motto and started believing in this motto. It's been a very good life for me from that day. So, like I told you, that I really feel elated and blessed that God has bestowed these blessings upon me. But at the same time, I still feel that we should not be carried away by any achievement. So every achievement is just like a higher step, do something new. We should not get lost in the limelight. Keep on innovating so that others can be benefited from things that you're creating.
That's beautiful. And on that note, Namya, I'm really glad today I had an opportunity and a pleasure to connect with you. It's opened up a lot of my perspectives, and through any medium, if I can imbibe that motto of each one, teach 10, I'll definitely do that, or create an ecosystem which allows to do that. And hopefully people do get inspired by that motto and make an impact to the society and the world at large. So thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being a guest and speaking very openly and candidly. And at this age, I can tell you, as I told you earlier, you can give a run for some money to many grown-ups like us.
Thank you so much. It was like a pleasure speaking to you today. I learned so much from you in the beginning when we had a talk, and it was a pleasure telling you about myself to you, and really going through myself, whatever I'm doing, and telling it to you and others, so I can actually teach them so that they can also train others. And I feel very happy conducting free of cost lessons because I wanted to say one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
That I've also trained children from teachers in the areas which do not have much facilities, and whenever they share their achievements on Twitter and tag me, I feel like yesterday I have done something good. I'm on the right path. I can train people, and then they are also training others. That brings a smile on my face.
Great. And it's brought smile on my face today as well, speaking to you and hearing you. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for all your time, and you stay safe and be healthy.
You too. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for listening in. And we close yet another episode of Masters Decoded. If you've enjoyed the episode, please, you can help us out by sharing it on social media. I would personally appreciate that. It's how we can reach more listeners, and the more listeners we have, the more awesome guests I can get in touch and convince to participate in these conversations that are a joy to have for me, and I hope they are a joy for you to listen as well. You can also help a lot leaving reviews on iTunes or your podcast service of choice. Reviews are surprisingly helpful in supporting the podcast to get to more listeners. If this episode has intrigued you, I would request you to subscribe to the podcast to stay up to date and get notified to the future episodes. With that, I bid you and see you in the next episode.